Dude, you're quite a bit early though. Actually, just that was quite a bit. Early. By the way, the video is already up. You can check it out. But it's quite a bit long since it has to do something with the chunk loading. But yes, I did already upload it. So, wow, you're quite fast. I wasn't expecting that. I need to first check out everything. Today's Sunday, boys. We're gonna do some fun, okay? Let's have some fun today. By the way, congrats on level 65, huh? Let's check. Oh no, you're not. Random mid just then you pop out. Well, I actually already did upload the video, but hey. Let me send first the link on my video because it already got up. And one of the videos that probably got how will I say this? I think the last video, the second reference on YouTube, it got privated though. I don't know why, but maybe I'm just gonna be sitting here. I hope I don't get something else. You know. Let me actually first pin my comments so that I can actually put in on the chat. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna be doing all. If you want, check it out here. If you have guys any questions, not yet 54k TRXP. Honestly, a lot of my friends like Caleb, a lot of them have already been like inactive for quite a while though. I did realize this. Yeah, where is it? Where is it? So yeah, a lot of them already been quite, let's say, quite a bit inactive because they're quite a bit bored in the game. Kind of realize as well. Because some of them already are just like, yeah, I just finished everything, so what do I need to do? Hang on, let me check. I'm just gonna send all of this. Check it out. If you guys have any questions on the video, you might as well want to check it out. Let me just pin first before I do anything. They'll be back on 24. Definitely. Wait, what do you mean 24? What do you mean 24? How do I pin this? All right, let me pin first my chat. I'm actually just checking first my chat. Hang on a second. All right, pin this. All right, and manually until pin this stream. Yeah. Fox Hunt Summit March. Yeah, they're gonna be going back. Probably like Fox Hunter or probably Yuming. I really am going to plan on checking out Yuming as well. And I need to read because, it takes quite a while. Yeah. Alright. Let me see if my chat is already pretty good. I just need to check if everything's good. I think everything's pretty good. Okay, already. Okay. Fox Hunter Summit takes a while. But yeah, definitely. I've actually already like grinded quite a bit. Yeah. I've grinded quite a lot though. A bit. You mean if I look at my forge, I already have like more than 1,600 of these. It's like I can craft like 5 of the weapons. I kind of forgot. I could already smelt 5 everything. Like only 5 weapons though. And some of them already like this one. But yeah. I'm planning on checking out some. Hang on, let me check first my stuff. Yeah, this one. I need to run some music. Music. I've now discovered a new way of farming combine. How do you want to discover though? How do you discover though? Can you show how? But how though? I haven't. Wait, I haven't actually checked this one out. I've never started these two. I might as well probably go in to start these two. Especially you. 2 days. Holy shit. Let me have this. Let me have fun with these people, right? I'm gonna use her. Farming wedge blueprints didn't sell. How much do you get though? How much do you get? Question. You only get like gold, right? What? Oh, wait, what? We don't. Consumables, blueprints. Oh, it does. Yeah, it does effective. But 50 per blueprint doesn't seem like a viable option. I mean, yeah, sure, it's probably looking like a viable option, but it doesn't look like a viable option, to be fair. But it does have a no limit, though, that is. It doesn't have any limit. It doesn't have any limit. What? It doesn't have any fucking limit? Holy shit. It doesn't have any limit to the fuck? So it doesn't have any limit. Damn, it doesn't have any limit? Really? It doesn't have any limit. Jeez. It doesn't have any limit from what I can see. From what I've seen, though. God damn, they could have probably added that on. They should have added that on the other one, though. On the Demon Wedge, they decided to limit it on 5,000 per day. Best AFK spot. Where's my weapon? You. Oh no, not you. Sorry. No, I'm not gonna choose Fina. I'm gonna choose you. God damn, you make me. You actually made a good discovery, though. You made that first discovery, though. I never even knew that along. So you're no Carmine problem for me now. But in the future, it might be, man. In the future, it might be. I already smelt 4 of us. I'm so close. Where are your weapons? Yeah, I still need to do something with this. Alright. Start. I'm gonna... They're coping quite easy at this point. This is a AFK. I heard of 1,000 karma and it's still farming. By the way, watch that increase with... I'm pretty sure you already know the Fox Hunter Summit already increased quite significantly. Didn't even bother at all. Let me... I'm just gonna go here. Let me allow them to spawn here. Doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter at all. This is way too easy than I thought. Oh, never mind. Oh, this one is a new one. Oh, this one is new. Holy shit. Wow. Never mind. It's actually never mind. They actually connected outside. Yep. It's like, oh, never mind. You literally is through farming Carmine. The moment that you already got yourself a... What's it called here? The moment that you've already got to finish the entire thing, it's good for you, though. Not to mention, like, in 1 minute and 30 seconds, you can probably grind, like, how many Carmines can you grind for that? If you're doing the level 600, the max level, I think you can grind as far as 10,000 per run. I mean, like, 20... It's like you're having, like, using 20 books each time.
Fisher reporting in. Standing by for your orders.
Just a fun fact, though. What's up, friend? Yo, keep below. Hello. By the way, you've been doing the grinding, though. A lot. I think some people already ask you, though. What are you grinding for? Let me check if my Twitch chat is okay. Well, secret letters and coins included, though. To be fair, both of them are included. The only problem with sometimes when you're doing the method is that sometimes it's not stable. So you have to tweak your positions in and out. I had to actually patch some things. Like, I did forget as well, by the way, that one of the I did made a mistake of not I did make some sort of like a mistake wherein um I used the progress bar and that thing. What in farming though? No, I've actually made some sort of like a mistake in the editing, right? Where I use the progress bar and that the design of my progress bar actually took the rendering to like 3 hours. So I decided, yeah, I'm not gonna do this. By the way, when doing the progress bar while editing, this actually takes a lot of the time though. By only itself. And without it, it only probably took like 30 minutes, like in about like 10 minutes just to render all 30 minutes of videos. And with the render, when using the progress bar, that thing actually shot up to probably like 3 hours or even more. Bungie. Oh, hello. Bungie. Hello. I'm actually, if you guys have any questions to ask about the video, by the way, you can guys check the video out.
Standing by for your orders.
I did actually want to mention some of the things that I want to mention, like I actually want to mention some things about the about the method. I think you've been doing this method in quite a while, right? What's it called? Your right? Have you noticed that sometimes it's 36 minutes, sometimes it's 50 minutes, or sometimes like 45 minutes? I kind of question though. Kind of question. By the way, let's see. Vohayo. Yeah, hello, by the way. Bungie. Is it right, the name? I have 40 minutes runs. Sometimes it's quite stable, sometimes it's not. So be careful with it. Sometimes it's stable, sometimes it's not. My methods are quite... the methods... By the way, wedges are not plus 10. Oh, that's... Okay, that's pretty good, okay. It's pretty good. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, crap. By the way, it's Bungie. What do you need to ask something? I got a question. Wait, I've been doing this for quite a while. What? Oh, hello, 3 stars. And I use the same team. No, I'm not using you. I'm gonna use you. Free AFK, boys. I kind of question, has anybody... Have you... Is the video quite a bit long, chat? I'm very sorry if it's long. I'm sorry, by the way, chat, if it's quite a bit long. Like, 30-minute video is not something that usually, like, a guy does. A little bit. The problem, chat, with the 30-minute video is that it's super hard to compress the video if you are basically the first one to specifically teach people how does this thing work and how this thing is not working, or what to do or what not to do. And realizing this, that I realized that I kind of expect that it doesn't get a lot of views because it's not every people is gonna use that though. I haven't played the game in a bit, but I just couldn't keep it a grind because of classes stuff. Yeah, it's just fine though. If you can just keep up, you have this game doesn't really make, I haven't played the game in a bit. I just couldn't keep up with the grind because of the classes and stuff. No, it's just fine. You do not rush yourself though, Bungie, because this game doesn't really necessarily, have a, it's not your typical gacha game where you have to simply wait and simply or simply in a rush just to get the character or something. No, you can just wait because the game needs to do some improvements. It's typically just a patience type, where you do not make yourself in a rush, because a lot of people, personally for me, by the way, this is just me personally, right? I think the mindset of people on the gacha space, like, they are sort of like in a hurry or something, right? They're quite a bit in a hurry. A lot of the times they're probably like quite in a hurry, like they're being used to like 21 days of making something, and then goes all out, stuff like it goes in reruns. I think that's probably what I can say. I think I didn't explain that very well, but yeah, it's probably a mindset where you probably are used to like fast updates, you know. But don't make this game in a rush, you know. Has issues with gacha currency, unlike this game. I mean, like gacha has issues with gacha currency thing, unlike this game. To be fair, yes, it has an issues. This game is like Warframe in a sense. I think the reason why this game is still not in, not really in a good reality situation is because, you know, yeah, limbo. Is your Fina i6? No, my Fina is not i6. It's only i2, I think. Yeah. Oh crap. Don't. This game is not in a hurry. You can just go back if you have no classes. You know. The thing is, this game is practically a game that, you know, makes it a wait though. Are they trying to push gacha content in Warframe like in game? They are trying to push a gacha like content in Warframe like in game. What do you mean? What do you exactly mean? Like they are trying to push gacha like content in Warframe game? Sorry. This made me confused. I promise you. Can't find the best build for Fina. Fina's build is quite a bit. I'm on a situation as well. Like Fina is quite a bit, you know, having a hard time supporting DPS for Fina build. Some of the stuff is very gacha like. Like the skins. Skins are not really a problem at all. For me personally, I don't really mind at all. Like, you know, gacha and skins. Sure, gacha and skins, as long as it's 100% guaranteed, I'm fine with it. They should probably try make some sort of like a, you know, some sort of like a, you know, it's just basically a, how will I say this? Gachas, some of the stuff is like very gacha like. Give me an example, by the way, sorry. But usually a gacha like in using skins is not a big deal, okay? It's not a big deal for me. It's not a gameplay sort of like a issue though. It's only for flexing, okay? Gachas are tend to be very flexing, you know what I mean? Just to show up like people having like, oh, I have this while you don't have. No. But the thing is, can you give me an example? Just give me some sort of like example, Bungie, of some very gacha game like. Can you give me? I just want to know. Give me an example. Just give me an example. I got. By the way, chat, I actually got sidetracked quite a lot. Sorry. Sorry. Follow Jace, by the way. Oh, this is quite new. I never seen this. This map is quite new. Oh, okay. How do you do this? Wait, how do you... Oh. Hello. Can you give me a certain stuff? I just wanna question. What's the name of the last guy? Yuming. Saan ka sa Pinas pala? You there, say. Manila, boys. What's the last game name? Who was released? He's free though. He's Yuming. I hate that I don't like the banner PD resets itself after the banner PD. No case. Keizo. Oh, the last guy? It was Keizo all along. I hate that I don't like the banner PD resets after the time banner PD. I played around this time. I think around this time there isn't that much of a quality of life, but right now there's a quality of life that you might wanna do. Because this thing has ability like 99 waves without even touching, you know. I suggest you, if you want, you should grind while you still can. The problem that I hate, I don't like the banner PD stuff, is resets after the banner PD. That's the problem with this game. The game should add something like, if they shouldn't probably remove that thing. But the problem with this game is that the game doesn't have any idea on where to place the monetization though. This is a problem though, that's why they are making that kind of like a trick. But hey, it's 100%, so I don't really complain at all. It's 100% guaranteed that you'll get the skin or the character. So I don't really see an issue. And the biggest issue with this game is that or let's say the monetization, is that they do not know where exactly they gonna put the monetization in the first place. So the only thing that they have monetization is cosmetics. Their monetization is problem too. Yeah, they have a lot of problems with their monetization as well. I mean, bruh, what exactly is the problem?
Fisher reporting in.
Am I doing
Standing
this?
by for your orders.
Hang on. They honestly they should place the monetization somewhere else, or they should try to innovate. That's the thing I want to say about this game. This game needs to innovate something else with their monetization. I know that their monetization is still in a problem. I spent $0 in this game. Well, at least you keep getting the skins. What's the most okay, chat. Okay, saan ka sa Pinas? Migi. Manila. Okay. I spent $0 in this game, but you still can get the skin though. You just need to save. It's a game that you don't really necessarily need to pay just to get the skin. I had a sort. This is actually what I see from a lot of gacha players, right? The biggest is this the mount. Yeah, the mount was their biggest mistake. To be fair, I do not know where they actually want to put that, but sure, why not? Because I think I should try following into a warpath with an in-game economy. Yes, they should start doing that. Like for instance, like guilds, Bungie, economy. They should probably start overhauling. I don't really. This game still has a potential. To be fair, this game has a potential. It's just that it's in a limbo state. I became CA, but here's the problem. I think about cute Philo's issue. Okay, here's the problem. A lot of these gacha players are quite used to having a pity, but the reason why they're quite used to something like um I got lost with that one, but from what my standpoint is that they got used to something with like no PT carry, or let's say there's no PT resume since um fuck, I did forgot. Let me read again. Some of the gotchas very when you forget something, it's a problem. Okay. So the biggest problem with gotcha's players mindset is that they are quite used to like getting the characters, or they are quite used to the pulls where you receive the characters via pulls, and if you don't get the character that you desired, you cannot simply you can just carry over. There's a carry over, which is a 50-50, right? But in this game, with the non carry over stuff, like there's non carry overs, right? It gets reset, right? They got used to probably like a carry over, and I think the problem is that they are looking towards the gacha but not looking towards somewhere else, right? For instance, they got used to the gacha systems, right? That doesn't have like a carry over, that has a carry over, but the thing is that the biggest difference between the two is that they are most likely looking towards like, oh, I just want this, this, I just want this, and then not looking that the gameplay itself. I think they're looking how the gacha system really works as a whole, not looking outside. I think this is a problem as well, maybe, like for instance, in this game, you don't necessarily like want to pull like 90 pulls because you want the character, right? No. You just probably just came for the cosmetics, you know. This is just my opinions, okay? Maybe my explanation is quite bad, but I probably should need to look behind as well. you know, this is just my observation, okay? Maybe sometimes I'm false with it. I can backtrack with this answer, but I had sometimes a very hard explanation. So forgive me, chat, about it. But you know, it's just me, chat. Forgive me, chat. By the way, if it does hurt quite a bit, but it's just a take. I hope, chat, you're just fine with it though. It's only I'm just having a hard time. Just need to get back game, build some characters. I'm deterred to grind sometimes. This game is not in a hurry, so you should be fine. The difference between this game and this other game, a former gacha game, right, is that this game doesn't anymore rely on monetization for the gameplay as well. It relies on cosmetics. This is the game that will probably start some sort of like an innovation if this game lives on. It's a very difficult. Right now, the game is struggling as fuck, to be fair, and I kind of expected this already, especially coming from coming from every single game, hype and then down. And if they could pull out up like 2,000 players average and then slowly increasing, that's probably going to be a great momentum. It's a slow game, by the way. I mean, it came from Warfare. Yeah. Not to mention, you guys already got yourself used to like you already guys get used to the grinding. But the only biggest issue with your grind is pretty much an interference with outside. To me personally, but the stuff here needs a QL some fast. But this is an update that has a QOL already. It's in fact this game is already a QOL update. Like for instance, like exploration, you can just start infinitely if you want, up to 99 waves. That's the pretty good thing about it, including defense as well. But the biggest issue is still in this game is that there are some areas that needs to be probably like needs to be solved, like the Carmine issues, right? That's actually a big issue with the Carmine. They should probably add something else different than escort, or they should buff the escort rewards for a specific reason, like insane grinds though. Also, some players need to be punished for AFKing. For what though? What do you mean? It's annoying if you queue in multiplayer. Oh, you mean in Chase? Is it on Chase? Is it on Chase? I'm pretty sure you're mentioning Chase. I can see why. Are you mentioning Chase? That's the question. Question, is it the Chase? This is the question I'm still asking because I've been hearing like in other places, or most likely in other places like EU and America, is that they kept like AFKing until they go to the chess, let other players grind for them, and then all of a sudden, well, you know what they need to do? They should add a kick button, a team kick button, so that people don't really just AFK. You can just kick them out. I already mentioned that as well before. The problem is that the devs right now are quite overloaded. Somehow they're quite overloaded. They've been already fixing patches and bugs. It's just that, well, the game's is practically like slow. I oh well. I mean, team kick is misused, will be misused. Yeah, in some cases, yes, it will be misused. Some of them may not be. Maybe in Chase they shouldn't though. Maybe in Chase they shouldn't. Maybe, yeah. In fact, it can be misused, to be fair. But most of the time, the biggest still question in the elephant in the room is that, do you think that people will do chase? Do you think that people will, you know, do you think that people will just kick somebody out because they're doing chase? Probably, yeah, sure. They're AFKing, but what if the player asks for the people that, probably, yeah. Maybe it's a problem too, but I think it's much better compared to auto kick, because sometimes you can just AFK if you want though in chase, but I don't really think that people will tend to AFK in chase, but sure. I think I'll probably take back that one. Maybe an auto kick might be much more preferred in chase because it's the chase is practically a co-op type of a game mode. The only co-op type. That's the fun fact. Maybe that's it though. I think I think that's probably can be. I think on chase they should be not they shouldn't be there should be an auto kick maybe. What do you guys think? Should they add an auto kick in chase? Question chat. Besides Bungie though, I kind of wonder who's on the chat besides
Rhythm
Miggy.
Fisher reporting in. Standing by for your orders.
I mean, they should have a time limit. Yeah, they should probably have a time limit. Maybe that's gonna be a much more better. Because the chase is actually practically a game that is require you to be active at all times. Not AFK. But the biggest problem with this thing is if you're using like rhythm though. The problem with the auto kick is that it's really difficult for you to detect whether the player is AFK or not. Okay, I realized this just now. If they just move a step, that's a problem. Yeah, if they just move a step, they will probably reset the timer. I think this is a problem. I think. I'm just realizing this. They could just reset the timer. Like if for instance, like, yeah, sure, I'm rhythm, right? I just stayed in one corner, just spamming E and just killing. Yeah, sure, I can do. They could do that. What is this? Oh, they're becoming very difficult to fuck. If they were to keep moving just to step, I think they are gonna. There's a problem already. I promise you, there is a problem. I think the best way for them to be kicked out is if they don't contribute. Maybe that might be. I think the reason why I think about the team kick out is that the problem with the thing about team kick out. Okay, so the team decisioning kick out, right, compared to the auto kick is that the biggest difference between the two is that the team kick out doesn't have the same problem as the auto kick, but yeah, auto kick doesn't have the same problem as the team kick out though. I think they should probably add both. But yeah, that's how people full detection in FPS games. That's how full people if they just move one step, they could just do that. There should be both. I think both can be an option though. Both can be an ideal. If I think the best way is that two of them can be added as well. Just discover other ways. To be fair, when doing chase, yes, but if you're the problem with auto kick, by the way, is that if you are a rhythm user, right, you just AFK on a single side because it's the best option to kill all of them at once, right? This is actually a problem with auto kick, right? But the best way to actually do auto kick maybe is probably the same, but if the player wants to get kicked, I think they should add both. I think it's the optimal solution. Optimal solution, promise. I think adding both will be a much better idea. Because you do not have the problem. You do not have technically the problem of, do you know we can catch fish demons since when? Before. I've been already known before. I haven't actually done that though. Let me use Zilu. No, I'm actually gonna use the attack though. Oh, this one's better. Since I think before, I think they already added that like 1.1, just 1.2. I think they added that 1.2. I think that's the thing. I can't realize this. They could add just 1.2. Even Maze, I stopped farming points. I rather farm exploration than sell some mats. The green one and gold slate. God damn. I start farming coins rather I farm exploration than sell some mats. To be fair, they need to buff. By the way, speaking of Maze, has anyone realized about the grind in Maze? Speaking of, that's a problem. Have you ever guys think about the maze? That's the thing, right? Maze. Speaking of Migi, I think good thing you brought up the maze. What do you guys need? They should probably need to start revamping Maze. Opinions, guys. This is a huge opinions. They should start ramping up though. They should start buffing it though. Oh, Chao Dozu. I'm in a maze mine right now. Oh, good for you though. Maze mine right now. Oh crap! I just need to start Q. All right, let me use this. Oh, are you? Oh, hello, Charles. I'm in maze mines right now. What exactly is your? I got a question. How do you feel maze right now? Speaking of, we got a new people here. How do you guys feel maze right now? This is the biggest fat question I still have. How do you guys feel maze? Is it quite boring as fuck? Or something? Has anybody, do maze at all? Oh, we don't deal any damage. What the heck? Shit, that's the wrong spot to target with, but hey. Oh crap. It doesn't feel rewarding at all. That's the problem. I think a lot of player had some sort of like a problem. I think that's it doesn't feel, it's more like a torture. Oh crap. Should have probably used Rhythm with this one. There's a Saint iframe, so speaking of. It doesn't feel rewarding at all. Makes sense. I can see the reason why. Yeah. Does it feel like it's torturing you all the time? Question. I should have used Rhythm. Yeah, I should have used Rhythm. I'm not get used to. But Zilo does hurt though. That's the biggest that's the thing about Zilo. She hurts a lot. Hang on, let me check. But hey, Chow. This is the first time I've seen you though. Yeah. It doesn't feel rewarding at all. Makes sense now. By the way, it just makes sense. I think one thing I kind of realized, chat. How do you guys feel about the time-gated ones? It's okay to grind wedge, but maze grind is too much. To be fair, mazes doesn't feel rewarding at all. I believe you with this one, bro. I promise you. We actually feel like the same. I can feel you, by the way. I can feel what you feel. Has there anyone else who wants to have any opinions about the maze besides Migi, Bungie, and Kidfilo? This is the question. Does anyone want to release their opinions? Yeah, in the first 3 cycles, I farmed 80 times. Now I'm bored because of the stupid game mode. In the release of the first cycle, I farmed like 80 times, but now I'm bored. The stupid game mode. Being alone. I heard they will buff Maze. Really? They're buffing Maze? They should remove that stupid dime gated though. Send the details. Send the details, man. Send the details. Wait. What do I want to do? Right here. Send the details, homie. That's a perfect idea though. Oh yeah, it's so easy. Oh crap. Should have probably just used... I have my 7 wage plus mats. That's fine. The problem here is that the moment that you want to reach the maximum output of damage. That's the thing though. I feel like I do not have any freaking damage. What the heck? I've been already spamming like rhythm, but I do not have any damage at all. God damn. 40 seconds, man. I just heard that when I watch Agent stream. Oh, really? Did they actually gonna buff about that game? Do they are planning on buffing that game though? Damn, not good for him though. Who actually watches Agent Fear's stream? Question. I've never watched a lot of his videos. I'm gonna be sad if he hears this to me. For each summon within 10 meters, it gains 1. Okay. No need. I don't need you. It's a brute force method. We're doing brute force method. By the way, really, are they planning on buffing? I've never heard of it though. Sad for me, man. Support skill cooldown, range weapon. Oh, I should have checked this one out first. Skill intensity like 150%. Support skill cooldown. Skill damage increased by 90. I should have used this one. I want unlimited Carmine Maze and I'll be happy. Yeah, I think maybe unlimited. I think Maze should be starting. Anyone who streams DNA I watch. Imagine streaming both sides. Imagine both sides streaming though. Unlimited Carmine Maze, I'll be happy like gold. I think Carmine should be a Maze problem. I think they should actually, you know. How many Genie Modes can you catch a week? Probably a lot, like more than 60, you think. But I think on weekly, I think usually around like the weekly ones, I think around like 20. It's the only enemy that you have. Let me use the... And where you at? Perfect. I think I should check this. This is... No, we're doing skills. Genie once in a week. Catching. I think you can capture a lot. As anyone hunting... Question, Shadow. I got a question, by the way. Who currently has a shiny Genimon? Who currently what did I say? Fuck. Oh. Crap. Cat. Sorry. What did I say? Fuck, I did forgot what I said. Yeah, I just... Who asked if I have the shiny Genimon? Specifically Boxy. I still haven't gotten that one, by the way. I'm already dealing like a max out. The heck? Why do you do this, man? Nope. Shut up. You can't deal me, boy. Except Boxy. Crap. I didn't have the shiny. The only thing I don't have shiny is practically the shiny. Got him, but took me like 3 weeks of regular reset farming. Bruh. Good for you. Good for you guys. I still haven't gotten the shiny Genimon. Sad boy here. Alright, I got 180 of these. 6,000 new. Lovely to see. 420 doesn't really matter. If you're already 65, this method. By the way, chat, if you guys check out my YouTube video as well, if you are level like 65, it becomes probably like less relevant. But that method becomes less relevant. But if you are new or even 64, 64 to or below 64, anything below like 60 or you are equal to 60 or 64, chat, my video becomes relevant if you're below. As long as you're not level 65, you're good. By the way, guys, have you actually checked the video out? Question. By the way, the video is actually the exploration outside. Let's check. I'm actually just gonna see if I would do this for the absolute fun. What's this map? Oh, this one? I got a question about this. Have you guys seen already the out of bounds method? You know my answer. It's probably probably the easiest one. No, besides me. I'm pretty sure you already guys seen one person's video named Mobius. Shit. I need to chunk load you. Come on. Get out. Okay, go. Time to go to the other side of circles, guys. You know my answer. Honestly, if you guys do this, it's gonna be relevant even for older players as long as they don't patch the method. They're pretty good. Honestly, you've been doing this one. I think this probably is a good method as well, without interfering, you know. This is in fact the method I've been using for quite a while. But this method is not considered as a cheat since you're not using, by the way, this method is not cheating, but it is an intended feature by the game. The only way for this game to end that video's relevancy is if they patched it.
I have to keep fighting.
By the way, that video shows you how those things work on YouTube. I posted on YouTube. I got 2 Genimons in a row. Good for you. But I think you probably just started just now. Like, already won. If this is gonna take like 36 minutes, I'm using mobile, it's hard to move around. Yeah, that's a problem as well for mobile. I didn't mention as well that for mobile, who uses actually mobile though? Question. I wonder if I wonder who is still currently in my chat. I wonder if a Bungie is still here. Is Bungie and Chow there Zoo? Is that, could I call you Chowder? I kind of wonder. Is it fine, guys, if I call you guys Bungie and Chowder? Is it Chowder or Charizard? By the way, are you using PC or are you using mobile? Question. Oh, you're gonna twerk like that? Okay. On mobile, it's hard. I hate the buttons. Yeah, the mobile is quite hard though. It's quite very difficult if you're using... Okay. It's quite very difficult if you're using specifically like mobile. You probably would need to try it out or need to practice around. It's quite very difficult. Alright, this is actually a bug that happens. Kinda wonder why. Is the game detect is cheating? Yeah, that's the problem. Maybe the game can patch like that. Yep, this game is probably gonna hate a lot, but it doesn't matter. In some cases, this can happen. I wonder why. Maybe they're gonna patch it out, but I hope it's not a ban, by the way, because it's not really, you're not using any third party or something, so you should be fine.
Such a pity it ended so quickly.
I kind of wonder why though.
Take me on the next mission. You'll win and I'll stay occupied.
Let's try it again. Try it again once. By the way, does this thing happen to you? Like, loading screens? Unable to refresh your authorized token. Oh, crap.
Rhythm reporting in. Standing by for your orders.
Ooh, Twitch is actually having a problem. Wait. Am I live still? Wait, am I live? Chat. PC ain't playing the game on the phone. Yeah, makes sense. Hang on, what the heck happened though? Am I still live, chat? Hang on. Something went wrong with my, you know, something went wrong. I don't know why. Hang on. Three of them got actually crap up though. Maybe your internet. No, unable to refresh your token authorization. Holy shit! Hang on, let me check though. Hang on, let me break to see what's going on. I don't know why. Hang on, let me close this again. Hey, it's Tuxedo Cat. Yo! Hey, what's up, Tuxedo? God damn, I never seen this one at the top. Holy crap. You can see that's a bonus. Wait, actually, sup. It's been a while though. Actually, I've actually uploaded another video where you guys can check out that video right there, which will probably help you if you are doing a grind on exploration. But yeah, it's a video that it's probably practically useful if you're 64 and below. If you wanna speed yourself like 15 minutes. You know the black hole wallpaper? Yeah. Do you have the black hole wallpaper? I do have. I think. Let me check though. Let me check first out. Hang on. Yeah, it's this one. Do you guys like this one? This is actually, in fact, the folder. This is, in fact, the folder that I've been using. You know. So yeah, it's probably my favorite one. Honestly, the Singularity is my favorite one I have right now, but that was what my desktop. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna be checking. Let me first fix a bit. My streamer bot is fucking ridiculously, insanely bad at this rate. My streamer bot actually just fucked itself up for some reason. I do not know why, but no. Oops, that was the wrong one. Hang on. For some reason, my streamer bot just actually the best chat for streamer bot actually just probably just cancels itself out for some reason. Hang on. I'm actually just checking out. By the way, I got a question for chat as well. I just want to know the feedbacks of your in the video as well. I just need to looking for feedbacks. Because the feedbacks is probably the most relevant for it's actually the most relevant one. Right, that thing spawned already. Hang on. It's just me doing this. Alright. We're finally here in the zone. I think this spot is still the best. Yeah, this spot is actually the best, chat. Just to give you guys a heads up. Hang on. I actually don't see at the multi-chat, but yeah, this is the spot that has the best spawn. Because you can just kill them right here, and also can kill on the other side. You can clearly see how fast this thing is. Let me... Sure. Okay, I think it's probably okay. Let's check. Alright, I think it's check. Let me just check out. I just need to check. Can you guys chat? Question. Can you guys type in the chat? Can you guys type in the chat? Question. I just want to know if it's looking okay. Seems like it didn't got received very well. Just favor though, favor, so that I can see if it actually gets updated. No, actually, this is the problem, chat. Is that these two, if I look at this, right, these two, it didn't got updated here, but you can see like Tuxedo Cat has actually done this, but this thing that didn't actually show up there. The reason why I'm using like three of these so that I can see all three chats without not doing like to see like three chats in a single row like that. It's just a must need concern, but yeah, I saw. I think right now some of the people I'm actually gonna look for some feedbacks with the video, so I'm gonna be looking down a comment whenever I'm probably on school or offline to see if what are your guys' comments because feedback is important. I really badly need your feedbacks about that video. It's a long time of video, and usually you guys do not typically like as a viewer do not like 30 minutes video or something like that. It's probably ridiculously bad, if you know. People never got you. Now these days, people got used to probably like shorts. You know, they're quite used to getting used to shorts, and then they got themselves used to like 8-minute video. Not technically they don't really get used to like a 1 hour video. Not unless it's probably like, hey, want to watch some Minecraft videos? Like if you want to make some series, why not merge into one? Something like that. And that's the thing, chat. Though, usually if I want to make a guide, how long do you guys like to make a guide? Is it like 10 minutes? Question. When you guys are making some sort of like a guides, this is the question. How long do you guys usually like to watch a guide, video guide though, or any sort of like a video guide? For instance, the upcoming like the human guide. How long do you guys like to for the video? How long do you guys want to watch the video? How long? The watch time. That's the only thing. 15 to 20 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes. Makes sense. I can see why. 15 to 20 minutes. I can see your opinions very well, clearly. I think if I made a full analysis, that's gonna reach like 30 minutes. I still haven't even promised that I'll probably release like a Lady Knifel guide, a full version of it. I think I should probably release the guide after. If I will probably not mistaken, if I would release the Lady Knifel guide, it'll probably be when the Lumino Wingspos arrive. Those two are the most important things. Not to mention, yeah. I think I should start now grinding as well for the other stuff. Let's check 10 minutes. How long is this 10 minutes out? 5 minutes and we're already halfway through. Looks pretty good though. Has anybody has anybody encountered a item pickup bug besides, to my new viewers? To my new and old viewers, have you guys ever encountered a bug? Like the item pickup bug? Question. Hang on, let me go poop. Not poop. Let me go pee for a bit.
Let the flawless race bow asleep. Feel better soon. Fortune's edge. Come, tonight enough to find it.
Yeah, but when you auto continue, it's counted though. Press OK while auto continue is counting. Yeah, I press OK while auto continue is counting. Honestly, the reason why this happens, chat, is because the game probably thinks that you're still in the GUI where you say, do you want to continue or do you want to, do you want to continue or do you want to leave? and the game thinks that you're still there, but you said like, hey, game, you're continuing. So the only way for you to fix it with this method, right, is to clear it with a serum so that you can clear everything else. But the problem is that if you're doing outside, yes, sometimes the wedge doesn't get picked up even though it's like right next to my character. Yeah, that's the problem, chat. I think this is a bug that can actually also kill this method outside right here. The reason why I didn't probably like this the reason why I'm saying this is because if this happens is that this will actually ruin your run. And you will actually get forced to load the chunks. And to be fair, when loading the chunks, it's quite very difficult to load, you know. It's very difficult. Honestly, if you're doing the methods on the Chinese videos and then showing how do you guys do this, follow me, just follow me. And then, you know, me here making video explaining how the stupid ass chunk works so that you don't need to necessarily rely on saying, hey, follow me like that, by the way. But yeah, I think that's technically sometimes happens a lot. I think that's gonna be very stressful if that thing runs like your 20%, like the golden book. I'm already thinking that, by the way. So far, 8 minutes. How many minutes? 20 rounds. This is quite a slow, huh? Interesting. What? Is this quite slow? Are we quite slow? The fuck? Why should I go here? Oh, these two are not moving at all. No wonder why. I can see the problem. I think it's a bug from the game. Makes sense. I got a question, chat, by the way. Besides Duet and Anubis, what do you guys want me to play a game? Is there any recommendation games that you want me to play though? Question, chat. Besides Minecraft, by the way. I've been trying to fix some sort of like locations like this spot. I do play Minecraft. Osu. Carpal tunnels. Osu. I play like Minecraft, but a Minecraft modded specifically where I actually want to be the most Virgil, you know, the Virgil thing I can ever done. Muramasama. Osu. I do have, by the way, Claire Expedition. Do you guys want to ride with me in Claire Expedition 33? Question, chat. The Claire Expedition 33. Obscure. I haven't even probably I've been in halfway, but I'm still. Do you guys want to, you know, have fun? I'm gonna grade a lot there, by the way. This is a promise. I do have a Claire Expedition. I don't even feel like I want to play Wuthering Waves. I'm fucking tired already of gacha systems. Of losing my money. Usually I do play Minecraft. I'm planning as well to play something like the Casket of Reveries. Have you guys ever heard of Casket of Reveries? No, I don't think you're not. Guys, you don't guys play Minecraft, I understand. Sorry. Why did I probably ask like, oh, what is a Casket of Reveries? Well, it's a game mode. It's a mod pack that will probably allow you to play a Souls-like combat game where you can become like Virgil, or you can even add something like PoE or something like that shit. Yeah. It's like merging multiple games into one. I could probably play those, but you know. That's how I feel. Oh yeah, speaking of chat. I kind of wonder if you guys are capable of AFKing this map without even moving once. By the way, I won't be moving in the map. The only time I will move is when I'm probably just sitting here. Trust me. I won't move. I'm gonna be asking. You guys tend to ask, do you have any questions or something else? I will actually not move with this game. So I'm actually looking at the chat right now. So do you guys have any sort of like a questions? You know, you guys have sort of like a question. Is there any questions from the chat? Damn, it's so hard when it. It's so hard. Is your build? What is your build K for FK Theater? Max out. Max out. I actually have max out. Um, basically, if I list it up, max. I actually have max out plus 10 everything except for Fushu, of course. For Rhythm, I use um 3 morale, the Covenanter 3 morale, 2 volition, the Wings full volition, um Midnight Sun, I think. And then of course the Prime Morale. That is of course. And for Lady what's it called here? For Lady Zilu, she's using 2 morale. I think she's using like if I'm not mistaken, she's using like 2 morale. 2 morale, 2 volition, wings full morale, maxed out. And then the Ravaging Thunder. I have advertising. Sorry, chat. Okay. Should I just make an emote for ads? You know, like ads. I do not know. Okay, let's check. I really sometimes hate like ads when interrupting my, you know, interaction with viewers. It actually ruins the interruption. Let's check ads. Usually I want to set it as far as how many minutes you want. Usually I only run like 3 minutes every hour. And sharing like the revenue like 55%. Has anybody like encountered like ads? You know, does the advertisement quite ruin your experience? I'm back plus. It's only like 3 minutes. I was looking for a lower one, but yeah. Wait, speaking of, why you don't have any sort of like a you've never like you've gifted, right? But you never received yourself? What the heck? Like you gifted, right? But you never gifted yourself. Really? I'm back plus. For what though? I got a question. Why didn't you gift yourself though? That's the question. I don't know why though. What's the problem though? Why did you gift yourself though? You should have probably just used yourself though. By the way, thanks for the subscription though. You shouldn't probably if you don't want ads, that's better. Ads technically ruins though. I cannot really disable the ads, that's a problem. I promise you guys, I cannot disable the ads, whether I like it or not. Usually I go to YouTube or Kick. Kick might be a bit better since it doesn't have any ads. I think, yeah. By the way, thanks for that, by the way. By the way, thanks for that, man. I can see on the chat, like, oh, cute feeling subscribe. Nice. Alright, I just AFK the entire thing. It was a joke. Can you show me your build? I can show you my build. Oh, you have you have a founder badge. Ah, damn, you have a founder badge? Jeez. Dub. So here's my build chat for AFK. So if you guys are chat on AFKs, if you guys AFK, this is practically your build as a Blaze Volition, you know. This is actually my build in terms of AFK. If you can AFK, this is actually good for you. I have max morale, like 3 of them. And the reason, by the way, I disabled like even if I have, for instance, like the Thunder build, right? The Thunder, you know, 3 morale, yes. The problem with the skill, right? This is a problem with Ravaging Thunder, chat. Is that you need to be active. Because if the electro character uses skill, like for instance, like the Q one, right? It needs to be active for like 16 stacks, for 16 seconds. Like 16 seconds for some reason, right? 16 seconds. I have to be active for 16 seconds. Or basically, let's say like I can only AFK like 16 seconds to have the highest damage. I saw Onslaught the most. The reason why they say Onslaught is probably the better one, it's because it's practically useful if you are, let's say, like, it's practically useful if you're AFKing quite a lot often, right? Uh, but the thing is that if you ran out of, let's say, if you ran out of if you ran out 30 seconds, right? Because you can kill enemies, right? Usually this happens if your um if your if your character cannot deal a lot of damage, right? Usually the reason why I say like I chose morale is because morale can actually give you the highest damage. It's like um it's like you're actually gaining like a little bit more damage compared to the onslaught, but onslaught is probably good if you are just staying in a single spot. But I still recommend onslaught if you do not have a max setup build, because I know that this could actually be a, let's say, I think if I would probably guess, I think having too many much attack, which primes on your supports. For my supports like Lady Zilu, I specifically use Ravaging Thunder, Morale, and Wingspo Morale. And the reason why I'm using Wingspo Morale is because if you have like an above like 300 max sanity, which of course I have 636 for her, right? I gain like 66% additional morale to everybody. Everybody. It doesn't matter where, if your allies are, well, like Lumino. For instance, you're using Lumino character like Lady Nightfall, right? So it doesn't really matter at all because it grants to any allies. It never says to only Electro allies. No, it's any allies. So you basically had adding yourself like a 66% additional damage. This is actually a different type of damage multiplier from what I've known. And yeah, I'm almost close on maxing out. I think Migi has a max out, if I'm not mistaken. Let's check Migi. Migi sets. Oh, question. I wonder for Chao Derzu, what's actually what server do you play though? I did kind of forgot though. What server do you play?
Weapons, supplies, power levels,
Hang
mission.
on, I've never done this one yet. I kind of wonder.
Weapons, supplies.
And by the way, here's my
I've prepared some vitality boosting
Lady Fushu.
Be sure to have some.
Here we go. Let me add
Will help
this.
keep you warm and ward off a chill.
No, I only need 500 more. Here's in fact my entire support. This is actually in fact like Lady Fushu's build. And yeah, the reason why this you needs to be having like two wings volition, yeah, is because of her ultimate, which grants like the skill intensity with Fushu's in skill intensity, right? So by the way, the best max out for Lady Fushu is specifically 352% skill intensity. So you can max out the 120% cap boost. It's quite very necessarily important. Oh, why I'm using her? Oh crap! I should use my rhythm. The best girl's rhythm. But yeah, AFK problems. Okay, let's check. Is there anything else? Oh, speaking of the events, I've never done this one. I'm on Asia, I think. Oh, you're Asia? Damn. I wonder. Damn, I've never. By the way, I've never done this. By the way, chat. So I'm gonna be playing this for the first time. Clearing the match increases the cap to okay. I'm just gonna play this one. Here's a TFD. What the heck? Hmm. Gonna be using this one. Hang on, let me. God damn. I'm on Asia server, I think. Okay, good for you though. Good for you, man. Oh. Is this gameplay quite a bit boring or not? Question chat. This game mode. Has anybody already tried this game mode already? Is it quite boring? Question. God damn, we have 20 things to do? Bruh. What is this? Oh. Okay. Good luck. Why though? Why do you guys tell me say good luck? Does it... Why do you guys want to say me good luck though? Why is it good luck though? Why is it good luck? Is it the most boring? I finished this shit. It was fun for a few rounds, but it got boring afterwards. Seems like they need to add something. Wuthering Waves has this kind of same thing though, but I don't know why though. Oh shoot. It was fun for a few rounds and now it got boring. KK. Now it makes sense. This game is already out for like how many days? We still have 30 days for this one. God damn, let's get boring. Oh crap. What's this? Oh, this one a Vanguard. I'm taking something. Oh, it just costs. When you're not 65, it isn't really it's isn't really good, but after skip for sure. When you are not 65, it's isn't really good, but after skip for sure. What do you mean? What do you exactly mean though? Question. What do you exactly mean, Kid Philo? What do you mean exactly? Question. Is not you when you're not 65, it's really good app, but after skip, yeah, for sure. Yeah. The problem is that if you're 65, this actually if you're 65, yeah, it's really gonna get bad though. It's because it's the fastest way. Especially with the chunk amount of with the insane amounts of needs for getting like 1,000 of them for sure. Like 1,200 is pretty good. Yeah, but if you're 65 already, you can just get this at like 2 hours. And this becomes even useless. But if you want to take your time off, yeah, sure. Get the cosmetics for free, no problem. Personally, I do not have any problem with this one, but it's quite fun though. For now. But you can complete the shop with the 20 boards. You need to do endless, I think. I don't. Yeah, I think with 20 I don't need every single item. I only probably need a few of them. I'm pretty good. You need to play like end loads 50 times for the for a reward. God damn. No, that makes things boring. God damn, I can see why. No wonder why this game takes like 60 days. It makes sense. 60 days is quite long. And I can see why. It's like 60 days. You don't necessarily need to play this game for so long. But I think 60 days is probably gonna take a while for this one. I don't really mind at all seeing like, yeah, sure. But 60 days is a really good reason. But I think it's being overshadowed by the insane amount of grinds. How much do I need this? Cog is 90. You only get like, what the heck? How much do you get per round?